Dark days ahead for Britain, my friends. The UK government has now begun arresting people within their country who dared to post inaccurate information on social media during the protests. This is a report from Sky News about the arrest of a 55-year-old woman in Cheshire because she dared to speak her mind online. Take a look at this.
Now, and a woman has been arrested by Cheshire police in relation to an inaccurate information on social media about the attacker in the Southport murders. It says a 55-year-old woman from near Chester was arrested earlier today, Thursday the 8th, of course, on suspicion of publishing written material to stir up racial hatred and false communications. She is currently being held in police custody. Chief Superintendent Alison Ross has also made a statement saying that this is in relation to a post which has been fueled by malicious and the protest rather has been fueled by malicious and inaccurate communications online. It is a stark reminder of the dangers of posting information on social media platforms without checking the accuracy. It's also a warning that we are all accountable for our actions.
The truth is, the reason why there's such a reaction when you've got a culture that is continuously finding ways to ban people from saying what they feel in their hearts, people that are afraid of Sharia law, people that are concerned about mass migration into their country, when you block people from having that discussion, you're building pent-up anger and rage. What you're seeing here is a reaction to this, well over a decade of this building and building. Now, this is just the beginning. There will be many more, believe you me. This is what you get when you allow laws that let your government dictate what speech can be said. When you allow them to classify hate speech and online conduct laws, these are the vehicles that your government will inevitably use to cull opposition and eventually come for you. The purpose of these tactics, by the way, these arrests now, is clear. It is to instill fear and dread into the hearts of any of their citizens who do not want to toe the line. And it's not just about eliminating speech in the public square or on social media. Its secondary purpose is to isolate people, to isolate you and anyone like you who may have an opinion contrary to what they want said or done in public. The purpose of this is to reinforce the idea that you are alone, that no one but you could possibly be thinking the way you are, that maybe you're just different, maybe you're just the odd one out. This is how they're going to get their way long term. Where only the official, approved public stance on whatever issues are at hand will be allowed. And anyone who's outside of that will be the weird ones, will be the crazy ones. This is the tactic of dictatorships, communist regimes, and fascist empires. If this is allowed to stand, it will not be long before people are afraid to even whisper their thoughts to each other in Great Britain. The UK government has taken another huge step here towards codifying evil, all under the guise of safety. Isn't it odd that it's always about your safety? You want to know something else that's bizarre here? I found this interesting when I was doing research on this story. The Cheshire Police website has blocked the entire North American continent now. So if you want to look up this arrest, you can't. Not unless you have a VPN. What does that tell you about these people? Look, I'll show you. Let's do this in real time. Let's go. We're going to pull up Google here. Let's see, Cheshire Police. Okay. Here we go. Blocked. Welcome to the new world in the UK. Now, thankfully, in the rest of the world, social media is undefeated. Here's what we could have read had it not been blocked by the British government. It says, breaking from Cheshire Police, they have arrested a woman in relation to social media posts containing inaccurate information about the identity of the attacker in the Southport murders. The 55-year-old woman from near Chester was arrested earlier today, Thursday, 8 August, on suspicion of publishing written material to stir up racial hatred. The 55-year-old woman from near Chester was arrested earlier today, Thursday, 8 August, on suspicion of publishing written material to stir up racial hatred. She is currently being held in police custody where she is assisting officers with their inquiries. Now, what we can expect from all of this is that the UK government is going to begin hammering down on its citizens. They're going to crush as many people as they possibly can. The purpose of this push will be to crush the spirits of anyone who still might wish to fight back. For example, the London Metropolitan Police Commissioner put out a threat that they would come after so-called keyboard warriors or those who post online, even if they are not living within the UK. Take a look at this.
So we'll throw the full force of the law at offenders, whether that's charging people with assaults, violent disorder, riot, and if terrorism offences are appropriate, I know the Director of Public Prosecutions has said he's prepared to consider that.
Oh, terrorism now.
We will throw the full force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you.
Talk to me about that, because we have seen some high-profile figures whipping up the hatred. You talked about it in there with the officers, in fact, about this being added to by online commentary. I mean, I'm even thinking of the likes of Elon Musk getting involved. What are you considering when it comes to dealing with people?
Gotta love the way that they try to frame this, whipping up hatred. No, people are concerned. People are posting about violence that they are seeing. The government just doesn't want you to know this, doesn't want you to see it. And anyone that does, they're going to simply paint as evil, as terrorists, as hateful. That's the shtick that the governments on the left in modern day Western societies have been taking lately.
People who are whipping up this kind of behaviour from behind a keyboard and maybe in a different country.
Being a keyboard warrior does not make you safe from the law. You can be guilty of offences of incitement, of stirring up racial hatred. There are numerous terrorist offences regarding the sort of publishing of material. All of those offences are in play if people are provoking hatred and violence on the streets, and we'll come after those individuals just as we will physically confront on the streets the thugs and the obs who are causing the problems for communities.
Now, meanwhile, the media has been floating the idea of simply disabling all social media during unrest. Here is a useful idiot female discussing why it should be okay for the UK government to just strip even more freedom from its citizens. Watch this.
I think so. I think we should stop it. It's only a temporary measure in order to limit
only a
the
temporary
spread
measure
of inflammatory information, misinformation as well, across the United Kingdom at this point. And I think we should focus on keeping people safe and communities safe as well. So my point is just
always about the safety.
I think we should stop it. It's only a temporary measure in order to limit the spread of inflammatory information.
What an idiot. But this is where we are, my friends. Evil in the UK is growing. Let us hope that night doesn't fall on the British Empire. From the To Be Frank show, I am Adrian. Thanks for watching, my friends. I will see you all in the next video.